exiting the catacombs, making our way towards Firelink Shrine. We've got ourselves a little pyromancer there. Skeleton followed us out, but he's gonna back out, straight back to where he came from. There we go. We've got ourselves a little pyromancer there. We can get ourselves some pyromancies. And, yeah, we should be all set, because pyromancies, man, we can, like, cruise through having that as an auxiliary side effect that we can have. Answer yes to everything in this game. We've got our soul arrows, but the catch with that is the staff takes up equip load when you're holding it, whereas the pyromantic glove, it doesn't weigh anything. You can just have it on your side if you need to cast anything. Like the fire orb would be the best bet to go. That would be a good range attack. I'm not sure how good length it covers, but got ourselves the flame, and I'm thinking maybe equip the great combustion as a side, but the wind-up's pretty slow there. But we've got ourselves 16 casts of the great combustion, and it's a pretty decent spell to begin with. But I'm thinking right now we should be heading towards ourselves, trying to see if we can get ourselves possibly the grass crest shield. Yeah, to get that would be going down below. I'm gonna make a very unorthodox run. You can call this series the Sniffle series, because that's all I do, sniffle. As you can see, we passed our firekeeper lady. She's just chilling. Obviously, when we're in the Undead Parish, we're gonna kill Lortrick as soon as we see him. I don't think his quest would yield anything worthy of my consideration. With the addition to the headache that he produces, I don't think that would be better reward than risk than just killing him up front. I couldn't be fucked dealing with not having Firelink Shrine for half the game. So that's what we do. We're just gonna kill Lortrick as soon as we see him in the Undead Parish, but that will be coming up later. Right now we're circumnavigating. We're fairly experienced with Dark Souls, so we don't need to go the linear path that all new players usually go through. We can go around and have some fun, grabbing a couple new stuff. Still need to upgrade our scythe to +5. But this scythe is working damage. One hit kill. With the mace, you'd be looking at 5 to 6 hits. Staggers. This is one swoop with the charge attack. The normal R1, the damage would be 2 hit. But we've made ourselves known to these ghosts. We're not playing around. Let's just say I've farmed these guys for more than 15 runs, and I haven't got one single jagged ghost blade. So we're going to look into that in the future when we get more humanity. As of now, we just got to get our rudimental fundaments, like the grass crest, and possibly we're going to be looking at a holy weapon that I'm thinking we could use later on. This holy weapon can be used, we just need to get 14 faith, which, oh no, I'm getting stuck. Get out of there. So, we want to at least get our faith up to, I think it's 18 or something, to the point where we can actually use the Homeward faith spell, so we get infinite Homeward bones. Just because of the fact is, we could be spending our money on Homeward bones, but I'd like to take it like a playthrough style. Instead of going through that, we just have to see what we can use in terms of what gives us the best bang for our buck, and that Homeward spell to use infinitely when farming is, I would say, much more comfortable with the run itself than opposed to having to buy the 99 Homeward bones, which they sell 500 a pop, which would be at least 45,000, no, 450,000. I'm hoping that's the right number. Souls 45 to 455,000. Oh, I hope I got that right. I think that would be 4,500, 45, yeah, 45,000 souls, is it? For a full 99 stack. And I'm not going to be bothering going back and forth to a merchant when we can just have infinite carts of a homewood just with the talisman. So if we do get it, that, you know, instead of spending all those souls on the homewoods, we could just get enough souls to get our faith up, so we can actually wield holy weapons. You know, hybridize this build a little bit, have some fun. Because eventually we could use the Artorias Greatsword, not the cursed one, the other one, the real one, which has the holy damage, which we can get from Sif, but I don't think we'll get the great. I'd love to use that great shield just due to the stability, the Artorias Great Shield, but that would be a bit reaching too far for the scope of this playthrough, because the scope for the beginning of this playthrough, because just due to the fact is we're going to be over encumbered, and it's going to take up way too much when we want to be wielding better weapons as opposed to defense. We're not going to be blocking as much. So I'm thinking of just grabbing the holy Artorias sword. I got a phone call. Sorry guys, I'll be right back. So we all know the dreaded phone call during a video where you hear it and, you know, cut straight out, but we're gonna follow on through. It's just a little unwinding process. So I really debated with myself, keeping this guy alive, is it worth it? As opposed to getting the key early. He does break curses, but I doubt we're going to be super careful in this game. We're not going to be cursed. We can always use a purging stone to unbreak the curse. I think that's just the option we can use for him to break our curse. We've got ourselves a key to seal. See, that just outweighs all other types of rewards. Just getting the key to the seal early on. Can't believe I didn't get that loot before. Man, I look so menacing with the scythe and the monk robe. If you are going to play a character, I'd suggest going for the monk type build. They seem very interesting, like the cleric type style. See, extra souls. Just running them through before our transient run. I think our transient ran out right now. And I hope I understood that. Oh, that's a useless ring. Just a resistance boost. We don't want... Like, that's a waste of a slot. You only get 2 slots in this game. I'm debating whether or not to put on the FAP. Oh, we got ourselves another upgrade material for the scythe. But the leeches later on in Blighttown, they drop them like crazy. Like, if you get a green Titanite drop from a leech, they can drop 5 in a go. So all you need to do is farm it twice, and you got a fully upgraded fire weapon before you ascend it to use the chunks. So you'll get like a +5 fire weapon, guaranteed, early game. Any weapon you want. You can make it a straight sword, you can make it whatever you want. Which I am debating now, thinking about it, to make a straight sword. I'm going to put it on the claymore as a fire, and then I'm gonna put a straight sword. Yeah. But which sword is the best? Oh, the tethering is terrible. I don't like the glitching. The rendering in this, it's so complicated. My PC, the CPU process goes over 100% when I'm recording, and there's no way around that. I need to complain to someone about it. They'll tell me a way to get around this issue. It's 100% CPU usage when rendering, 100% when recording, and it does create artifacts in the actual recording itself, which cannot be can't be removed. It's just embedded in it forever, and it's annoying. So these drakes, electric drakes, they do seem intimidating at first. But you can lure them out. You can literally lure them out one by one and get beside them, beside their attacks. And there's gooey ass corpses on the floor. It's disgusting. See, they're trying to do something. Not sure. We've got one at our disposal, and they bleed as well. So they're gonna fly back to their original spot. So we've got to catch them before they do that. Just slowly chipping away. Playing it safe because we are down in the dumpsters right now. There's no bonfire close that we can rest at. If we die here, we'd be sent straight back to Firelink. So we got to be careful. Keep that in mind when you're playing as well. Like, when you're in New Londo, you'll be going straight. If you haven't lit the Darkroot Basin elevator one, you'll be going straight to the Firelink if you die. So keep that in mind. Don't die. See, they're being very complicated. Oh, one rubbed out. You can outrun the electricity, just don't be directly in front of it. Just be to the side of it like that. And we've taken one out. Easy enough with bleed. So I'm being cowardice right now. You can definitely take it out. Oh, he's run back there. Just gonna solo one. See, the flame isn't from the dragon itself. The fire flame, that's from my weapon. These dragons don't have fire attacks. I'm just putting flame on their face from the scythe. My weapon. Got ourselves a gang bang. Take him out. No scales, unfortunately, yet. We don't need scales as of now. Until I think of a good weapon we can use to ascend as a dragon weapon. I don't think we need scales. We're not going to be using the Drake sword. Just due to the fact that it's just so rudimentary in every first playthrough. So boring. And it's like doesn't scale at anything. So late game Drake sword would be pretty useless if you got good stats. So I don't want to rely on quick easy damage. Ironically using a fire great scythe, but we need something to bolster our attack power. This was getting absolutely mind-numbing using the Morning Star, and not upgrading it or anything. I didn't want to waste any Titanite, any resources on that weapon, because I know for a fact the Morning Star is just something that's just going to carry us, as opposed to our starting weapon, to go to our actual starting weapon, which would be the Great Scythe. I don't know if they drop off the cliff, but they just fly along. More issues. So this attack is, at this point, I just realized we should be just going straight to that bonfire. We shouldn't be wasting our time dealing with these drakes, because they yield nothing that we need. We don't need anything from these guys. We can just outrun them. So we're heading up to light this bonfire. Now, this bonfire, we can run and go to many places. Even we can go back to the Undead Berg. But we're taking another route. We're trying to finish off the depths. And the reason why we're taking so many detours at the moment is because our Morning Star hit like a wet noodle. And we don't want to be going through the game wasting so much time hitting enemies with a wet noodle. So that's why we got ourselves the scythe. But if we want to get... See, the Grass Crest Shield, early on, it's going to weigh you down as well. If you keep it on you, it's going to weigh you down. So we got to compensate for that by leveling some endurance. We've already got our vitality all the way up to 33. I think we can level that to 50 later on, when we get our base stats where we want them to be. But as of now, we want to add to endurance so we can wear the armor we want to wear. You know, not just due to the stamina bar, but just so we can have the luxury to wear what we want to wear without fat rolling. Like, we want to wear the Grass Crest, we want to wear some cool armor, and the scythe as well, but it's all too heavy at the moment. There's no way we can get around that. So we got to start looking at our endurance to be leveled. See, I can only afford a sorcerer's cloak. This is unfortunate. Can we even slither by with some gloves? No, we can't. So our Ostora's straight sword will be the weapon we'll be using to deal with reanimated skeletons in lowly areas. This can be accessed just by going through the canyon from just as you go down the lift from the Darkroot Basin bonfire that we were just at. I'm trying my damn hardest to get this soul, but once we get that, we've just moved back to the Undead Burg. I don't know, I killed the Black Knight, and I just randomly got a Black Knight sword, so that's lucky. Hopefully you get that on your playthrough. And we're going to be killing the Taurus Demon as well. Just the reason why I'm doing that is, at this point, I'm scraping around looking for humanity. So we're going to be farming humanity from either the rats in the lower Undead Burg, the 3 rats, just by the Fire Drake, and lower Undead Burg farming by killing at least, I think it's like 50 undead soldiers or 40 undead soldiers, and then after that 50, then 60 or something like that, and you get a humanity after every time, every number of soldiers you get for soft humanity. We're gonna recruit Solaire, and we've made our way around. I'm just showing you that I actually ended up getting not just the Black Knight Greatsword, but an Ultra Black Knight Greatsword from this dude, which is another lucky pick. Shows I'll be fighting here, but pretty much I made my way around to the Fire Drake Bridge, and I'm just trying to farm humanity, at least 10 humanity at this point, just so we can keep it on us at all times. We won't, with this weapon, I doubt we'll be dying. And even if we do die, we're so powerful we can go back and get our souls easy enough. And we're not going to be dying. We're going to be concentrating. We're not going to be dilly-dallying. We got the Ultra Sword, which is pretty cool. I like that. And we've pretty much got ourselves 10 humanity. We've farmed 10 humanities from the rats, the 3 rats at the Fire Drake bridge, and soft humanities all around. You can farm it from the depths, but I didn't want to tackle the depths till we got all the stuff that we need. Because I was in the depths, and I'm telling you, I felt so lost with the Morningstar. But we've made our detours up in the upper echelons of the areas, and now we're in the lower half of the dungeons. And we feel invincible now that we have this fire scythe. As you see, it's doing really well. I try out combustion here. See what it'll do. See, that's the good part about combustions. Multiple hits of a wide circular area in front of you. It's very useful. Don't get bled out by the doggy. Taking him out. Perfect. So we've got what we need. We're looking pretty shabby, if I say so myself. We're not fat rolling. We've got our endurance to 16. Just due to farming just souls. Just random souls from soft cap humanity in the Undead Burg. I didn't show the farming of the humanity because it took like a good 40 minutes in and of itself, and that's just too much time. Let's just say if you're playing along, you can just go around and do the same farm method. Rest at the bonfire, go up, trigger the dragon to kill all the hollows on the bridge, then go under the bridge and kill the rats, or you can go from the undead parish bonfire where the sunlight altar is, and go down and kill the 3 rats, and then come back to get the humanities. Either way works good. But now that we got our fire weapon, we're feeling pretty confident. Confident enough to face tank into a torch hollow. Take him out with fire. Perfect. Even the Great Combustion will be perfect against the blobs as well. We got our fire scythe going, rocking. So the strong attack is a 1-hit kill at this point. Normal attack's 2-hit. But these guys are just they're just distractions. They don't really give you what you want. You can run right past them, or you can have some fun killing them. It's just something put in front of you just to kill. That's pretty much what these guys are. They're just an open target. At this point, I realize we've got the bonfire here. So later on, if we catch any straggling humanities from, say, the rats we kill, or soft humanities, we're gonna want to kindle that bonfire just to give us a little bit of juice to go on forward with our mission. Instead of having like 5 Estus, we'll get 10 Estus. That should carry us longer than what we need. The running attack is a 1-hit kill as well, which is very cool. Alright, we're back. Oh, I just got myself a soft humanity from that kill. Very cool. We're back. We've got our 11 humanity. I believe we can't kindle while hollowed. We are hollow because we've taken a couple deaths earlier on from the farming. So we've already been here before, but with not the best weapon. Now we've got a much better weapon to use. As you see, it's a long swiping hit, but our resistance is still pretty low. We don't have to worry about our resistance being leveled as of yet, because this is a useless skill investment. We can just go around not getting hit by rats. That's pretty much what it is. We've got our great axe. That's actually a decent weapon if you got strength as well. If you just put it raw, I mean not raw, like a full scaling type, if you got good strength, that's actually a good weapon to buff up and use against enemies just to flatten them. See, we got our rats. We got abundant supply of rats. It's abundant supply of humanity farm. We can definitely take them out one by one or whatever it takes. It's just awkward. Oh, another humanity. That's good news. If you do get at least like 12 humanity, or if you already hollowed like an extra humanity, go back and reverse your hollowing. Get the humanity, reverse your hollowing, kindle this bonfire, because the depths is very intricate. As of like lots of places, you want to have at least a good kindling, just to give you at least enough juice, like headroom to go along the mission. But right now we've got 12. We can expend 1 for reversing so we can summon later. And we also have a kindle, so we can get ourselves to 10 Estus. We got the right of kindling from Pinwheel, remember. You can't do this unless you actually kill Pinwheel, so make sure that's done. If you want to kindle any bonfire, you want it to 20 Estus, you want to kill Pinwheel, if you haven't done that already. If you're wondering if you can't kindle bonfires, the reason why is because you need to kill Pinwheel, the guy that we killed in the previous episode. Alright. These rats are pretty much becoming my favorite enemy to kill now, because they're giving us good humanity. And early on, having a 10 humanity meter is always a good thing to have. Especially if we don't have the gold serpent ring. Not much we can do in terms of item discovery. But having that rest on your shoulders, it's always a comforting factor when you're playing, to have that 10 humanity. We know we're not going to die or lose it, because right now we're not slapping people with a wet noodle. We've got ourselves a decent mid to end game weapon. This could carry us till we get to the red chunks in Lost Isles. You can even farm the red chunks from the Chaos Eaters later on. That can be decent. Thinking about taking the Claymore all the way to plus 10 fire. Okay, this guy's gonna snipe you if you try and kill. If you're trying to kill the boss in this area, you want to go ahead and take this guy out. You want to basically. I'm getting ambushed. Okay, you win. I lose. It's very hard. Yeah, you want to just search all of the depths before you go and take out the boss. You want to explore everything, get everything ticked off, and then once you're ready to take on the boss, then go ahead and do it. Make sure all the areas are searched. You got all the loot that you need to grab. Just have some fun, just exploring the area like you haven't done before. Say you haven't played this game 100 times before like I have, and just explore and have some fun. Forget about everything and just relearn it. That's what I say. But I think I missed some loot back there, but I don't really care what it is. There was a loot back there. There's another rat we can possibly get some humanity from. No humanity. So now we're in the corridors of the depths. Still taking out all these rats. Haven't searched the basilisk area yet, so that should be something we can look forward to. This rat here, take him out. Perfect. So I realized this is where I was before with the giant rat. This is where you drop down where the giant rat was, and we can go down the sewer area there. But I just realized I'll take the plunge and lunge down in one of these. I'm trying to find which trapdoor in the hole would be the best place to jump down to. Choose the closest one to me. Oh, there's a free blob here. I missed this guy. Reminds me of Demon Ruins in Dark Souls 3. I hate that area. It's going straight for the loot and gonna get cursed right out the bat. Try not to get cursed. Just watch where the mist is and walk away from where they spray it. You should be safe. And there's not that many of these guys, and they do drop like flies, so should be an easy path to get what you need. I'm just exploring, trying to find all the loot that we can find right now. They've made a wall of curse, so we've got to go around it. Be smart about it. If they, yeah. If they put out a wall, just walk around it. Or just make sure they put it out where you're not standing. So use your spacing correctly in this and just stand where they're not going to be spraying. You should be right. Oh, look at all the corpses on the floor. It's crazy. Crazy area where they dump all the bodies. And all the sewerage, the depths, these well intricate plumbing systems throughout the area. So which castle would this be attached to? Undead Burg? The depths. Trying to think. Yeah, this would be the Undead Burg and the parish. Underneath the Undead Burg and parish. This would be the sewer system underneath that area. So I believe the little tetherings that occur where it just pauses, that's my CPU going over 100% usage while I'm recording, which creates not the best of. See, we're in this area now. Got ourselves the Ring of the Evil Eye. It's not really gonna be useful. Wait, if I put it on here, every enemy I kill I get HP from. That would be decent. But not that useful in terms of ring space, and we could use better things. I think I hear footsteps. No. Yeah, so let's just make our way. Make sure we got everything that we have in the depths episode. Let's see. Basilisk here I missed. Where are we now? Is that a... No, that's a dead end. Cool little illusory wall check. And where are we? Are we where the little rat is? Some blobs of excrement and just flesh. Just blobbering. That's on top of us where the giant rat was. Where the waterfall of the giant rat is. So just to give you an insight of where we are right now. We got some more rats. to take care of. Hopefully one drops humanity. We're gonna get lucky. There's a little rat. Oh yeah, we got one dropping humanity right there. Perfect. Got our humanity. I don't know where the little rat scurries off to. Godspeed, soldier. He's cool. He's not undead. See, these other rats, they're all undead, whereas this one's not undead. They're not hollow. We've got more blobs. Remember, we're back here. So, we're not going to be ringing the 2 bells of yet. We're going to go around and get ourselves collected first. So that's why getting the master key will not be the quickest thing we can go to get easy access to everything. We're just going to be using the keys that are provided within the game, which is pretty cool. You know, exploring. Thinking if I missed anything in the depths, which I don't want to miss anything. I want to grab everything that's available. Oh, of course, it's very too short. When you turn the corner, then there's a giant trapdoor there. You just get sunken straight down into it. But I think this is a humanity on this corpse, which is very cool. We're going to time our jump now. Run into the wall and then jump. Perfect. So we got 12 humanity right now. Good stuff. Just contemplating of using it, but I don't need to use it. I can just keep it on me at the moment. As long as you got 10, that's pretty cool. Yeah. Not much to it now. We've just cleared out the whole depths. I mean, depths can be very overwhelming if you think about it. If you're not really used to the depths area, it can be overwhelming. But as you see right there, we've just cleared the whole depths out. And this dude, hang in there, buddy. Hang in there. Alright. Yeah, so the depths can be overwhelming. But as you see in this one video, we've tackled all the depths. So it's very doable. It's not that big of an area as you remember it to be back when you first played. It's kind of tiny, but still very fun. Is there anything new that I've missed here? It's probably selling the same bullshit. Not selling the bottomless box anymore because of, I think we've already bought it. I think. Alright. Taking out the blobs. This is just for fun, cool effect that we're taking these blobs out. And we're going to head ourselves straight to the actual boss of this area, which will be our... I wouldn't say the Capra Demon is our boss. I mean, sorry, the Capra Demon's our first boss. We killed Taurus. We killed Pinwheel as well, so this is our 4th boss. I was hoping this to be our 2nd boss, but far out, dude. You definitely need a boost in artillery when you're playing this game. Otherwise, you just get yourself headached. We're not doing challenge runs. We can if we want to. You know, we have the endurance to do it, but we're just cruise sailing playthrough, and I'm giving you the options of getting really cool shit. So I've summoned Night Solaire because I was very... At this point, I wanted someone to be distracting the boss, like the Ash, what are they called? Spirit Ashes in Elden Ring, just to have something to draw the aggro off the boss while we're killing it. You don't need to summon here, so if you are not human, don't fret. You do not... Oh, I popped a humanity right here because I thought I'd be using all my Estus and I wanted to top off my health. I didn't need to do that. Don't fret, this boss is really easy. You don't need to summon here, so don't... If you're not human, don't worry. You can take this boss out on your own. You watch, he puts his face down and then he walks forward. Let him walk forward and then he gives you like a couple seconds to open. I'm hacking at his tail now, which I suggest you do just to get a free weapon. You can hack at his tail and get the free weapon. And he winds up his mouth and he turns around. The one you want to look out for is when he jumps up in the air and repositions himself. That's when you want to be wary of where he's going to land and dodge accordingly. As you see, we've got this pipe dream, easy ass flow Solaire being there. And we're actually attacking him. I don't think I get him to bleed. But when he drops his face down onto the floor, that gives us ample opportunity, a couple seconds to hack at him. Let him walk so you don't get touched by his leg hitbox. Come back and then start attacking at him more. But watch your stamina. Make sure you leave enough to dodge. Unless you want to go all out in. Watch him here. He's going to jump up in the air. Reposition. Boom. Down. You can get squashed by this. But the main thing is to, before you start attacking him, make sure you're behind him. Run around to the behind him. That's when you want to start attacking. We've almost got him dead here, so I just go all out. Does do a jump attack here. I thought I was gone. Had no idea where he'd end up. Ended up here, and I just thought, screw it, let's end this. We've ended it. Perfect. Got ourselves the Blighttown key. Twin Humanity, Sunlight Metal, because we co-opted with Solaire. And some decent med-level armor. Which, if we have enough endurance, we'd want to be using that with our cloak that we got here. Cleric cloak. So checking the environment. It's looking pretty dope. That's where he was laying before waiting for us. I really appreciate this boss, actually. It's a pretty good boss. It looks cool, and like the fact that it's just waiting in a dungeon area for us, like a freaking cellar waiting for us to come out, and then it's really cool. These doors don't open. They're actually they're just props of just to give the environment a little bit more luster. So that's the only loot that this guy yields at the moment, is this hard leather armor just on the corpse. Which, for a first playthrough, if you're not starting as the warrior class, that's how you get it. So now we're going to make our way out of the depths. We've just completely covered the depths. Depths are done. We're overpowered already. I wouldn't say overpowered, we're at least decent. We're hitting with some artillery power right now. The caliber's high. 50 cal. And we're checking, seeing if we've forgotten anything. Did we... Just double checking this area. Nah. See, I thought there would be way more archers than that. The channelers. But there's only one dude in the corner. And typically when people rush to the boss, that guy will give him trouble. That's why we're taking our time and taking everything out one at a time. And we've got ourselves the opportunity to open up the Blighttown cellar door. There we go. We're accessing Blighttown through the back way. Through the intended way. Let's just say that. So, we're going to head in to Blighttown now. We're going to see what it has to offer. As we make our way down past the fat trolls, we get ourselves an Iato. And at the very bottom, we're going to kill Man-Eater Mildred. Because she gives us the butcher knife, which is really, it's dope. And also some more humanity. Which we can kindle our bonfire here. Just to get plus 10. We've got ourselves more humanity. We've got abundant supply of humanity. We're not going to die. Obviously, we're going to get our Firekeeper soul where the toxic dudes are. This is just ascending above the area. And up here at the very top of Blighttown is our key to access New Londo. Just perfect. That's the key to get to the into Firelink and into New Londo. So we could have got that back when we were in the Valley of the Drakes, which I didn't get. I went around the long way. But either way, we still got it. So when you're in the Valley of the Drakes, you want to go straight past the cave and get the key to New Londo. So right now, I'm heading down and grabbing... We're back at the Undead Berg, and we've got ourselves the Claymore. I want to use that weapon later. And we're making the Claymore to make it into a fire weapon. If you're wondering how I got the green Titanite shards, these guys, upon killing these leeches in Blighttown, if you farmed them, they drop 5. So if you get 4 drops, you got 2 +5 fire weapons. These are the dudes you want to go to in Blighttown. There's like almost like 20 of them. I got another +5 there. It's really cool. And I'll probably get another one over there, +5. They drop them really dope. I mean, it does take a while to drop it. This will get us to a +5 scythe. And whatever other weapon you want to get to +5 in terms of fire, that's the way to go. So in the next episode, we'll be going through whatever needs to be done next. Got ourselves the I-8 as well, which we'll be using later. We're going to be buffing, going down the Faith Path. And also the Astora Straight Sword for our undead enemies that come back from Necromancy. I'm just upgrading our Claymore to +5 from the Titanite shards that this guy gives infinitely. Modifying it to a fire. And we're getting our fire to as high as we can get it. You know, just farm as much as you need. I can only get it to +4. Oh, that audio. But I guess that's the end of this episode. We're going to be back in Firelink. I'm going to be trying to farm Jagged Knife from the ghosts and see where it takes me from there. So I appreciate it, guys. Take care.